I was in high school, I was determined to be a Navy SEAL.
When I was in high school, I thought I was going to be an electrician, but afterwards I became a carpenter and I really love it.
Construction workers are on the job in nearly every city and town. Whether remodeling or building new, these tradesmen and women are designing and creating homes, factories, and offices in the unending march of American progress.
My name's Chuck and I'm a foreman for Norson Construction.
Norson is a nationally recognized design and construction firm that has been specializing in modern craftsmanship and unmatched quality for over 40 years. The Norson team includes a custom homes division and a commercial division, which have designed and built many prominent buildings throughout the region.
I actually started out as a carpenter and then moved my way up to a journeyman after a couple of years. My dad has had his own construction company. I always thought it was cool for that he was a carpenter and looked up to him, and I think that's probably the biggest reason why I became a carpenter. We show up in the morning and take saws out and set up for the day. Carpentry is always usually manual work, so you got to be willing to do the work. This probably wouldn't be the work you want to go into if you're lazy. A lot of it though, you can make fun while you're doing it too. I'm a big believer of measure twice and cut once. You don't ever want to cut anything wrong, and it's nice to get it right the first time. I think the biggest thing for carpentry and being a carpenter is always thinking ahead. Like, as you're doing your job, you have to think ahead to, is this gonna speed the process up in the future or slow me down in the future? It's fun and keeps you in shape.
Though carpentry is the most common construction career, putting up a building requires several different specialties. A large firm like Norson employs many professionals, from carpenters to designers, architects, salespeople, accountants, and project superintendents.
I'm Robbie, and I'm a project superintendent for Norson Construction. I'm doing the interior remodel of a 5-story building. It's about a $10 million project, give or take a little bit, and I have approximately 45 people that report to me on a daily basis. I manage basically everything that's out here on the job site, and I'm really focused on quality assurance. So making sure that what's in our set of plans is actually what's being built, and making sure that we can get this thing turned over in the time frame that we promised the owner that we could do it in. I learned about construction on the job. As long as you can pick things up and do the critical thinking and be able to think a couple steps ahead, then you've got the ability to do it.
We hire a wide range of skill sets, all the way from entry level right out of high school, in which case a lot of those students are showing up with a brand new shiny hammer, and we'll teach them how to use it. It's less about the skills. We can train a lot of the things that we do here, but we're really looking for, good positive attitudes, hardworking, and yet can have fun when it's time to have fun.
Here in Minnesota, there are more than 17,000 carpentry jobs, and employment of carpenters is projected to grow 8% over the next 10 years. The construction career ladder starts with laborers and apprentice carpenters. Once an apprentice has more experience, he or she can become a journeyman carpenter. The foreman leads the crew, and farther up the career ladder are site superintendents and project managers.
There's good jobs right here in our part of Minnesota in the construction industry, and there's a career path for you at Norson.
I started as a carpenter and I worked my way up to a journeyman carpenter, and now became a foreman, and maybe someday will become a superintendent.
You can start a career in construction while still in high school, but you'll be able to move farther up the career ladder with more training and experience.
Everyone right now is hiring. Everyone in construction. Go find a job pouring concrete. Go find a job putting on roofs. The worst thing you can do is find out that you don't actually like it. Or on the flip side, you love it and you want to actually manage a crew, you want to manage a job, you want to manage a whole project.
If you are interested in pursuing formal training for a construction career, there are 2-year programs in carpentry and 2- and 4-year programs in construction management. As a high school student, It is important to start preparing now for your future career. Ask your school counselor about courses and other opportunities that will help you learn more about careers in construction.
Any sort of industry that you go out into, you're going to have a couple key characteristics. Be a stand-up human, which means showing up on time. Shake someone's hand. Be reliable. Know your job. And I think the biggest thing for me is just showing respect.
So it's okay not to know what you want to do coming out of high school. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do leaving high school. I realize now that I chose the right path, the right industry, and it's opened up many opportunities for me.
Choosing a career and educational path after high school is one of the most important decisions you can make. In a time of life where there are more questions than answers, the Bridges Career Academies and Workplace Connection provides information about education and career pathways, and gives you the tools you need to make a smart choice, one that's right for you and right for your future. To learn more, visit bridgesconnection.org.